All right, an important disclaimer before you watch this video. In this video, I'm going to share with you my weight loss um, because people generally focus only on weight loss. But what happened to my body when I did not eat for 8 days? This time, what I've done is I've taken each and every day, summarized it into bullet points so it's easy for you to follow. And I've also taken from the scientific journal what does each day do. So this video is going to be divided into 8 parts. I may put the timestamp so you can see day 1, day 2, and you can just immediately go and check. That is number 1. Number 2 is very important disclaimer, which YouTube also requires me to say is please do not try any new diet, fad, supplement or anything without medical supervision. My body is different from yours. My experience is different from yours. Okay. And do not be impressed with, oh, he lost so much weight. And there's a lot that goes on. So it's not just, I didn't do this only for losing weight. I did it for a lot other factors, which I'm going to share with you. And final thing before I start the video, if you have questions or comments, comment down below this video, and I'll make sure that I answer them. Okay, so let us start. So I'm looking at my screen. Where I started on day 1. So day 1, my weight was 74.6. First, let me share a screenshot. This is the screenshot. You can pause it and have a look at it. This is how my weight loss journey was. You can see it started on Thursday, then moved to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. My weight loss was 74.6, then 72, 69, 68, 67, 66, 65, 63. And I'll explain to you how is it that I was able to lose weight consistently every single day. And you can check the weight lost in, difference between 24 hours and the total weight loss. So I hope this table, you can screenshot it and you can ask me. Okay, now coming to the actual experience. So I started off on, day 1 with 74.6 kilos. Now, because I've been doing this for quite some time, I've been doing it frequently, I mentally know that I have to get into the zone. I mentally know that I have to prepare myself, I have to prepare my environment, because you can't have chocolates here and chips there and delicious food outside. So I even informed my wife about it. And I told them that I'm going to start my weight loss. I discussed with my wife and she said, okay, fine. So, and I did what was necessary to help me through the first 3 days, because the first 3 days are the hardest. So I made sure I didn't physically exert myself. I relaxed. I had a couple of movies kept at the background, or documentaries, or video games, anything to take my mind away, because the first 3 days are the hardest. Okay. So surprisingly, the first 24 hours went perfectly fine. Okay. It was only after 24 hours that is where the body starts to feel the change. Now, here is the scientific bit, okay, of fasting for 24 hours. Glycogen depletion, your body uses up its stored glycogen, carbohydrates stored in the liver and muscles for energy. Fat burning begins. As glycogen is depleted, your body starts to break down fat for energy, but it's not very significant. Hunger pangs you may feel because of reduced blood sugar. And water loss. The body sheds water as glycogen binds with water molecules. And that is why in the first 24 hours, I was going to the toilet very frequently. And Lord, I was just passing urine. It's like, even if I didn't drink anything much, I was urinating. It's because of this. Day 2 is where the body starts reacting. And if you have an addiction for food, smoking, drinking, weed, whatever, your body will show. You'll start shivering, or the body starts paining, or you cannot sleep, or you get a massive headache. There are so many which I've gone through over the years. Okay, over the past 2-3 years that I've done this. So this time around, my fingers and forearms were paining a lot. I was feeling My calves were paining very badly, my wrist, my lower back. And by the way, sometimes the pain is because the body started to repair those areas, which I'll come to later. And also, they were feeling very cold because I'm anemic. I was really shivering, okay? Even though there was no AC or whatever. And I didn't feel like having a bath because the water was cold. And by the way, we had heavy rain, storm, and it was cold outside. It was cold in the room. And I was wearing not only this, but more. Like I was wearing track pants, trousers, socks. So I was really feeling cold. And by, I think, evening, I started to get a massive headache, real bad headache. Okay. And yes, I was very irritated by anything. So constantly I tell my wife, like, she would just see my face, oh, okay, will not make noise. So that was my second day. Now, here is the scientific bit. After 48 hours, ketosis starts. What is ketosis? It starts producing ketones. Your body produces ketones, which uses fat which uses fat as energy. So, from relying on sugar and carbohydrates, glycogen in your body, it goes to ketones and focusing on fat. Autophagy. This is a very important, very, very important term, which I want you to keep in mind. Autophagy begins. What is autophagy? Your cells start breaking down and damaged cells are being eaten up for energy, and they start focusing on detoxification and repair. So your body goes into a repair mode, but it just starts. Fat burning is more significant, and you might start losing half a kilo to 1 kilo. In my case, if you see that screenshot, from day one, nothing. But day two, I lost 2.3 kilos. A lot of water and, yes, the fat bit. So I started to lose. And day two, again, I lost 2.5 kilos. So within 2 days, I lost 5 kilos. So they say you lose 1 kg per day. But in my case, I was losing almost 2.5. Reduced hunger as the body adapts to ketosis. I was not feeling very hungry, but yes, hunger was there. And yes, I was thinking about food constantly. So I kept watching movies to get my head off. And I was playing video games so as to immerse myself. Then came day 3. Day 3, day 1, I was 74. Day 2, 72. Day 3, 69. So overall, I lost a total of 6 kilos by then. Okay. But the problem was because it was raining outside and it was cold outside, and everywhere it's cold, I was feeling very, very weak. My fingers were cold. My legs, my toes were cold. I had to keep putting warm stuff. My entire body was aching. I didn't feel like doing anything. I was very tired. I was weak. I was feeling irritated. Because I always drink coffee before making a video, I was also literally struggling. Like if I put on the camera for video, I was like, and I'd be like, I would try to be energetic, and then I'd be like, oh, this is not working out. Sleep started to get affected. I was not able to sleep in the night. I was tossing and turning. I struggled to make a video completely. And I had, my body was feeling so weak, including the fact that I couldn't focus. I slept twice, I think for 30 minutes to 1 hour. And unfortunately, because I slept, I was awake almost the whole night, which is not usual, till 4 o'clock. Like without coffee, I need coffee to stay awake. But this is without coffee, I was not able to sleep. So killed my time, again, playing games for 2-3 hours until I really felt sleepy. So now comes after 72 hours. That is after 3 days. This is the scientific bit. Ketosis is fully established. Your body is now using fat for fuel. So from the body, from glycogen, just switches over to only fat as fuel, and ketones are being produced in larger numbers. And by the way, that is where your mouth starts to smell. Okay, you have a coating, some white stuff on your tongue. Like when you wake up, those are ketones, and you smell. It is really a bad smell, man. Terrible. So autophagy peaks, cellular repair and regeneration increase, which is good for the body. So if you have cancer cells, if you have dead cells, or something that had not been repaired properly, even if you have an operation, it's not repaired, they start repairing those areas. Okay. Fat loss, you might lose till the 1 kg, they say, but I was actually losing more than 2 kgs per day. And the immune system strengthens as it promotes regeneration of white blood cells and enhances immune system. Okay. Here I just want to say one thing. My heart started to have palpitation. It is primarily because of lower vitamins and minerals in the body. I think especially magnesium or potassium, not too sure. So the heart started beating. Every time I'd get up in the morning, it would be beating. I'd feel slightly dizzy. So I had to gingerly come and sit down on my chair and wait for some time until my body was calmed down. And if I tried to get up and walk and lift anything, again, the heart would beat. So I try to lower the activities. Day 4. Okay, day 4, if you check the chart, I was at 67. And again, I was losing that 1 kilo. And I lost a total of 7 kilos. Okay. So this was surprising because after I woke up, maybe because I tried to be warm and all that, I was actually looking forward to have a cold shower. Surprisingly, even though it was cold outside. Remember, I told you before, when it was cold, I was shivering and my fingers were cold. And I just managed to take a cold shower. I managed to make videos, 3 videos without a break. It was as if I drank coffee, as if my body recovered from yesterday's very tough, what is that? You know what you call, if you don't smoke and that after effects, I can't get the right word. Okay. But the problem was, I kept thinking about food the whole day. The whole day, oh my goodness. I was not dying with hunger, but I was thinking meat and chicken and fish. And by the way, this also I forgot to tell you, this is the biggest one. You remember I told you I would watch movies and I would watch documentary TV serials. You know what TV serial I was watching? The live kind of shows. I was watching MasterChef. Seriously. All the days, right from day 1, I was watching MasterChef where they're cooking delicious food. And I'm actually looking at it while suffering in pain mentally and emotionally about food. Physically, I was not feeling hungry, but mentally I was dying for food. And I don't know why, but I was like, I'll just keep watching MasterChef. I could not sleep at all. I stayed awake until 5. Last time it was 4, then it became 5 o'clock. I was feeling very hyperactive in the night. Just couldn't sleep. And because I was feeling weak and the heart was palpitating, I took my vitamins and minerals tablets. It was very hard to think clearly sometimes. And, okay, sometimes I was able to make these videos amazingly well. But then the energy stayed. But then if I decide another video, it all depend on my energy. If it was not cooperating, I couldn't do it. Now comes after 96 hours, which is 4 days. What was I experiencing? One was fat burning. It burns fat at a rapid rate, which is why I was able to maybe have the cold shower. It utilizes fat stores more. Muscle breakdown. Many people are worried if you fast, you lose muscle. Muscle breakdowns, it reduces it because it conserves the protein and helps preserve the muscle. Okay, that's the funny thing. Autophagy is now at its peak. That is removal of dead cells, dysfunctional proteins, harmful, cells which are there. Like I told you, cancer cells, or if there are areas of your internal organs that need repair, it is at the highest. Fat loss, again, you would lose the normal 1 kilo, which I was losing. In some cases, it might decrease because now you lost the water, initial water, you lost the glycogen. But mental clarity is extremely high because ketones provide brain energy. Many people say you take this tablet, it makes your brain limitless. This is the same effect. So that is why I was like hyper, and I was able to, as if I drank coffee. I was like, oh, like this. Next comes day 5. Day 5, I was at 67 kilos. Okay. Now here's the funny thing. I woke up in the morning and immediately wanted to go for a cold shower. I don't know why. By the way, I forgot to tell you, I did not sleep the whole night. For some reason, day 5, I just didn't sleep the whole night. I really felt as if I drank a lot of coffee. Even at 7:30, imagine you didn't sleep the whole night, 7:30 morning, and you feel hyper. But at the same time, my heart was palpitating when I would move and be physically active. So I had to take multivitamins. Um, Strangely, even though I was feeling all this hyper and all that, um, too many thoughts were coming in my mind when I wanted to make a video. In fact, I think that was a day that I wanted to relax and I just wanted to watch movies or play video games. I did struggle, but I eventually made the videos. My mouth and tongue was completely smelling very, very bad. I had to brush twice in between the day because I could literally smell it. It was terrible. And I think it was because the ketones were the highest, where the fat burning is highest. So this was day 5 for me. So day 5 is 120 hours. So when it's 120 hours, what happens? You get maximum ketosis, okay, because it's at the peak. That is why the smell. The immune system activation is at its highest and intensifies, showing that stem cell regeneration, which people spend millions of dollars for. The autophagy, clearing of dead cells, and it also helps in anti-aging. That is why many people look at my face and say, "Oh, you look very young," and all that. It's because of this. And fat loss, which is again at 1 kg. So this was day 5. At day 6, I was at you know the weight loss before was very high, 2.5 kilos. Now it came down to the lowest, that was nearly just half a kilo I lost. I was not surprised because when I had done the 15-day fast, there were actually days when my weight was the same after 10th day. Seriously, it was just the same. And I was like, why is my weight the same? Is it like I burnt all the fat? So I felt better in the morning. Didn't feel hungry at all. Like you don't feel hungry, but you keep thinking about food. Again, the strange feeling that I drank coffee. Made 3 successful videos, but that was only in the night. Throughout the day, I was feeling active, but I didn't want to make a video. I just wanted to relax, play video games, or just watch a movie. And the worst part was sitting in the night when I'm trying to feel sleepy, but I can't sleep. So I'm sitting like this. I'm like, oh. Then after some, I'll sit like this. Seriously, I was doing like this. Then I was rubbing my thigh. I was like waiting. When is that time? When will I feel sleepy? And constantly thinking of food. And it didn't help that I was watching the Master Chef. So day 6, after 144 hours, the metabolic activity slows down to preserve energy. So maybe that was what was happening. Ketosis, fat burning remains high. Cognitive functions is you are alert and sharp, which is why I felt like I drank coffee. Fat loss, you would lose. I lost fat loss on day number 6. I lost a total of around 7.9 kilos, 8 kilos. So, and electrolyte, that is why my heart was beating like crazy. That is why I had to have those vitamins and minerals. So, hydration, you have to be very careful. And you'll not believe these sodas that I drink now. I was even drinking almost 10 a day. Okay. Then came to the last 2 days, day 7. Day 7, I woke up early because I was not able to sleep at all. I think I slept 2-3 hours. I was kind of, wondering why I'm not able to sleep. Luckily, I lost still. Yesterday was half a kg, like I lost 60 grams. So my weight, because I was drinking water less, I forgot to tell you, I was also trying slowly dry fast. I shot up the fat loss to 1.2 kilos. Now, this is dangerous. Don't try it, because dry fasting is where you have less water, and that is where the palpitation is higher. I had multiple, I don't know, for some strange reason, I ended up getting so many customers that day. But, money is money. So I focused, didn't let them know that how I was feeling. And to reward myself, I started planning for what I'm going to eat after I break my fast. I went and asked my friend who has a restaurant, I want to borrow the pressure cooker. Then I told my wife, go shopping and just buy the herbs or whatever. Here is one more thing. I forgot to tell you. For past 2-3 days, I was having a lot of gas problems. I was constantly farting, and it's strange because I didn't eat anything. Why am I farting? And I felt like pooping, but there was nothing. I didn't eat. So because of my previous experience, I knew that the body is trying to get rid of, your intestine is like this, right? Jagged. So a lot of waste sticks and doesn't come out. The body tries to push it out. When I had done my long fasting the first time, you'll find this shocking and slightly disgusting. But when I pooped, it was all black. It was like, seriously, like as if I swallowed black paint and I pooped it out. And I was smelling like, it's like, what the hell? Did something die in my body? So that was the first time my body actually cleaned everything out. Okay. So this time I kind of had a gut feeling the body's trying to clean, but maybe it doesn't have enough water or it doesn't have the energy. And because I was farting from past 2-3 days, and I was feeling like toilet, I was like, okay. So I went and took a laxative. The brand is Dulcolex, which I've always had, and I'll tell you, it's damn powerful. My body can be used to it. Don't do what I did, but I actually had the whole bottle. You're supposed to have just 1 cup. There are like 4.5 cups in a bottle. I had all the 4.5. When I told my wife, she was like, "You're going to die." I said, "I'm used to it." So, and I had before I fell asleep, so the body would do its thing, and when I'd get up, I'd go to the toilet. Okay, so day 7 is 168 hours. The fat burning continues. Ketosis remains high. Autophagy is high. Anti-aging is high. Immune system by day 7 is very significant. A lot of white cells will be manufactured. Fat loss, as usual, it will be there, but it'll be very, very low. But remember, because I was trying now, switching on to dry fasting, I was able to lose 1.2 kilos. That is double of yesterday. Then finally comes the last day. Last day, super excited because I'm going to break my fast. So I was totally excited. I, was not able to sleep at all. But what I want to tell you is, because I had the laxative, this might be slightly disgusting for you. So just bear with me, or you can just switch off, move off to 30 seconds. When I did poop, because I took the laxative, you'll not believe, I was absolutely shocked because it was not black and all that. It was the amount that came out, the amount. It was all like, it's, when you go to the beach, you take sand with water, you know how it is, right? It was exactly like that, like light brown. I don't know from where it came. I was like, what the hell? Like, 8 days, I didn't poop at all. From where did all this come? And we just went out and I was shocked, absolutely shocked. And I kept flushing and the body kept emptying itself. And finally I was like, okay. And then I was like, oh, all right, that's done. But also remember, I was on dry fast. So last day, I decided not going to drink water as much as possible and avoid going out, just lie down. I was not able to sleep. I was watching whatever through my iPhone, just lying down. And then after that, I was like just trying to kill time. So when I was not able to sleep, came, started watching the videos or whatever. I did make around 2 videos. And then I was like, okay, do I want to play a game? To my surprise, I was not in a mood to play games. But yes, I was constantly thinking of food. It was like waiting for food, because tomorrow I can start eating. That is today. The main thing that you need is whatever I spoke about: the fat burning, cellular repair, autophagy, immune system rebuilding, fat loss, all remains the highest at ketosis. Okay, and ketosis is the highest. And yes, finally, if you look at the screen, this is my final day. Because I went in the dry fast, if you see, I lost 2 kilos. 2 kilos, which was significant, but very dangerous because my heart was beating like crazy, no water, which, you have to be very careful. And I knew that I could handle it. If I didn't, I would have given up, means taken the water. So yeah, so total I lost 11.1 kilo, which is the highest. Actually, it's supposed to slow down as you go further during the day. So I lost 11.1 kilos in total. So yeah, after this video, I'm going to have my food. So I hope this video helped you. Remember, my reasons for doing it were all which I have mentioned here: autophagy, cell repair, immune system building, fat loss is a bonus. And I just want to discipline myself, reset my body. So after I finish this diet, fasting, you'll be surprised. I don't feel like eating like crazy. I want to eat, but not like crazy. And the cravings for sugar, all the temptations, they reset. That is until you introduce them into your body and keep eating. Then the brain says, oh, okay, I would like more of this. Otherwise, you really don't feel like eating like crazy. Like, oh, a normal person will, oh, French fries, oh, burger, oh, donut. Like, even if you were to bring it right now in front of me, I'd not feel anything. Seriously. That is how the body works. So anyway, I hope this video was a detailed analysis and would help you, give you some insight if you want to try fasting. But please, like I told you, consult a doctor before getting into this. And if you watch the whole video, comment down below. Let me know that you did. And you have any questions or anything to say, feel free. Good, bad, ugly, comment down below. This is me signing off. Take care.